Hey, what is up, YouTube? Out here with another knife review for you, right? Off-grid knives, Sierra. It's gonna come in a box like this. Yeah, off-grid knives, actually one of my favorite brands. The Sierra. I did like a bottle killing video when I first got this, just to have a little fun with it. But this is the full review. This knife is true full tang. It has G10 handle scales, very contoured handle, very secure. It's got a stonewash, a 6-inch blade, and it is a kitchen cutlery or chef's type blade. It widens out substantially, is very pointed and then widens out. It's got jimping right there. Overall, it's a beauty. The steel on this is a Swedish Sandvik steel. It's right there. 14C28N, so no qualms about that steel. And they've actually hardened this to 61 HRC. That's a lot harder than most kitchen knives. This will have superior edge retention, and it came screaming sharp right out of the box. So, yeah, I mean, I really feel like they've done a good job with this. In the ad, they were actually slicing up some barbecued brisket. Well, I don't have any barbecued brisket, but I just cooked this steak. I'm hungry. You hungry? Nice. Let's just cut it into strips. Ah, there you go. All right, so it's you know, it's very tender. Okay, so zero challenge for a sharp knife like this, right? But this is really just an excuse to show you some delicious food. I actually cooked this. It's Memorial Day weekend here. I'm going to post it after because it takes a while to edit the videos. But anyway, next up I'm going to going to clean off my board, and then we're going to slice up some chicken. It's a little bit slimy, but that's all right. So what you can do with this, well, this is just what I would do with it. So how did I treat that chicken? Well, those are the pieces I sliced up. I didn't slice up the other pieces, not really necessary to cook what I wanted, but yeah, so we just have like some baked chicken, browned it in the pan in its own juices, baked it through. All right, so that's what I'm eating today for dinner. Here's a look at the Kydex sheath that they give you. So it has eyelets around there, right, and it has a belt loop there, right, with a button closure. It holds it in. It's a molded Kydex sheath, has a part to push off of. They wanted it to be able to do the food processing, but to also do some more rigorous field tasks, like if you just had this as a camp knife. All right, paracord. That was easy. Seatbelt strap. Okay, that street gang of, there's about 7 geese right there. They're being quiet now. There they go. There's about 7 geese over there. There's like a roving street gang of geese. They are very lucky that they do not taste as good as duck, or at least not to me. Bike tire tubing. I need a longer piece, but I only have this one because I was testing out some other knives. So, all right, let's see. All right, so you've got some Ranger bands now. All right, utility function, piece of a box. Now this is going to dull your edge pretty quickly, so I wouldn't recommend this, but if for some reason if you were out here or somewhere and you just had to use it as a utility knife, it's just going to go through like butter. You had to carve something, not a very likely use for this knife, but whatever. If you wanted to use it as a field knife, I don't know, maybe you need to carve a tent stake or something, or just sharpen a pencil. All right, actually the tip is not that bad for the whittling because it's just very pointed and precise. All right, so yeah, the old pencil sharpening test, sure. All right, a little larger piece of wood. Let's just make the end of it pointed if you had to whatever. Tent stake, barbecue skewer, that type of thing. This is kiln-dried firewood. Hope you're all doing well these days. Oh, I'm doing good, thanks for asking. Just getting out here, enjoying my knives, enjoying nature. Alright, so you want to carve a little pointy steak, there you go. Alright, so there you saw it cutting through various materials, but mainly it's a food knife, either food in your kitchen, food at your barbecue, or if you want to use it as a hunting knife. Now the wide blade has a lot of uses in the kitchen. Mincing, dicing, and even just the flat part here, you know, you can serve with it, so to speak, right? I mean, you could even imagine a slice of cake, right? The piercing ability is not only tactical, but it's also good for opening bags of ingredients. If you've ever worked in a kitchen, they have very large, tough, you know, bulk bags, and you're opening those. So there's that use, and yeah, that tip, a lot of precision there. And of course, I mean, the belly, wicked slicing and butchering ability. It's not a pig sticker, but if you stuck this into something, it would do a huge amount of damage, definitely. So as I suspected, this knife pretty much just kicks all ass in terms of very sharp, very high hardness, just a great design. It's comfortable. It can definitely slice through meat, whether you know, cooked meat, uncooked meat. You can butcher with this. You could cut up a deer with this. Look how that widens out. This thing would be, you know, I think Michael Myers would love this, right? It's got a secure grip. It's pretty darn comfortable. And yeah, I'm glad I picked this up. Do I feel it was worth the price? Yeah, definitely. I mean, I feel like I definitely got my money's worth with this, yeah. Okay, YouTube, we have a super cuteness emergency. Super cuteness emergency. We have baby wildlife. Baby wildlife. All right, YouTube, so final thoughts on this. Look, off-grid knives, they're just on a streak right now. They have things really dialed in, so to speak. Right? They're just making good designs, and they're implementing their designs well. And the pricing is pretty decent too. The pricing on this, I agree with it, right? I agree with it. So, yeah. Do I recommend it? Yeah, I recommend this, and I recommend just checking out their whole line, really.